done this shit so long. Woo. Squad on my back and I better hold on. Writing my lines and I'm making my songs. City is mine just like King Kong.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Insider Provider channel. Today I'll be talking about Premier League transfers that should happen this summer. If you do enjoy, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more. Starting off this list, we're heading over to the big spenders in London, which is Chelsea. Chelsea have invested a lot going forward, with the likes of Werner and Zaya coming in next season, and possibly German wonderkid Kai Havertz arriving too, which would absolutely stack their attacking options. Anyone who has watched a single Chelsea game this season would know that they have many problems in defence, and it seems like they're finally addressing it. It's clear that Lampard can't trust Marcos Alonso defensively and just doesn't rate Emerson, which is why they're in the market to sign a young left-back that follows their squad trend. Rumours have linked them with Ben Chilwell of Leicester, and besides the massive £80 million price tag, this move makes complete sense. Chilwell is the perfect fullback for a back four, as he is solid in defence and contributes going forward in a possession-based attack. He is great on the ball, averaging 60 passes a game, and can pick a pass for an assist or even score the odd one himself. Effectively, Chilwell is the perfect suitor for Chelsea, as long as the price tag isn't as ridiculous as touted. Next up we go to Leicester, as they would have to find a replacement for the 23-year-old left-back Ben Chilwell, who will more than likely get sold to Chelsea. They have two options to choose when looking for a new left-back. Go for another young left-back that they can develop like they did with Ben Chilwell, or go for an experienced player that will bring instant quality to the team to remain a top 4 team. With this in mind, I think it makes more sense to go for a player that would bring in instant quality to maintain their status as a top 4 team, as that title could change with one slip-up. And the target I have in mind is Tagliafico of Ajax. The 27-year-old Argentinian averages 5 tackles and interceptions per 90, which would be competing with the highly rated Ricardo Pereira, who plays on the other side of Leicester's defence. Going forward, he makes a key pass per 90, which would be a useful tool for Leicester to try help James Maddison out in the creating department. Leicester should be able to pry Tagliafico away from Ajax for around £25 million, and I'm sure he could put in the performances to make the deal worthwhile. Next up we have Chris Smalling. Smalling's time in Manchester after the departure of Sir Alex Ferguson has been nothing but laughable, coming under criticism every which way and for a good reason. At the start of the season, the 30-year-old went out on loan to Italian side Roma, where in the minds of United fans they were just getting him off the wage books, but little did they expect, he hit a level of form he never did while in Manchester. Smalling contributed to Roma's great season, where they finished 5th and qualified for the Europa League. Smalling is set to return to Manchester at the end of the season, but that would make as much sense as a prisoner escaping Alcatraz only to get caught stealing a packet of crisps to get sent back. Roma are currently negotiating a permanent deal for the English-capped international, but after his great performances, United are bumping up the asking price. The price difference is only about £5 million, so this deal should get done, and hopefully it does for the sake of Chris Smalling. Next up we head over to North London, where starting striker Harry Kane may as well be called Captain Hook, since he has a peg leg where he can't even play half the year. With this in mind, it's essential that they find a competent striker to play backup to Kane when he's fit, but be able to perform at a high level when he inevitably gets injured. Spurs don't have the funds to spend big on a backup player, but since Kane is the club's only striker and is injured so often, for Spurs to compete for top 4 they must find a quality backup player. When looking for a quality striker for cheap, it makes sense for Tottenham to go after Arkadiusz Milik of Napoli. The 26-year-old has had a successful time in Naples, averaging a goal every other game. Considering Milik only has a year left on his contract, Spurs could get him for a cut price fee, as he could go on a free next summer, and financially that doesn't make any sense for Napoli. With this in mind, Spurs should definitely go in for him and could probably twist Napoli's arm into letting him go for around £20 million, considering the circumstances. Now we stay in North London but go over to the red side, where Dani Ceballos is currently on loan at Arsenal. In the Under-21 European Championships, Ceballos showed the quality he possesses, contributing to 4 goals in just over 400 minutes, a brilliant feat for a midfielder. Even after his great showing at the Under-21 Euros, Real Madrid still didn't want to give him the first-team football he deserved, so they sent him out on loan to Arsenal. Ceballos found it hard to settle into the Premier League, but that could be down to the change in manager in the middle of the season, as Unai Emery got sacked and was replaced by Mikel Arteta. Ever since Arteta's introduction, Ceballos has fitted into the side much better, playing as a deep-lying playmaker, dictating play for Arsenal and picking out long-range passes for either Aubameyang or Pepe to run onto. Arsenal don't have an option to buy on Ceballos' contract, but if they could get him for a reasonable price, it would make perfect sense to make the move permanent. That's it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like and let me know in the comments below which one of these transfers you would like to see happen the most. And don't forget to subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.
I feel like solo flying in